And sigh. Looza Fox has done a racism. Sorry, he's made a racially insensitive tweet about a black footballer being charged with rape. The self-confessed, provocative, get-kneeling fuckers. This, to any normal person's reading, implies that he believes black footballers deserve racial abuse because of the alleged actions of this one man. And, for good measure, he's invoking the old racist trope of black men as sexual predators. Since facing short ban from Twitter for this racial abuse, he's had time to work out how to spin his efforts to get a bit of attention and to dog whistle his more unsavoury followers and turn it all into something noble. And my God, it is a pathetic mess of logical contradictions, straw men and rewriting history, which incidentally is something I thought he hated.
And we need to look back on our past and learn from it rather than try and obliterate it.
So what has he learned looking back? Spoiler, nothing. The tweets are in the description if you'd like to read them, so let's take a look. So he starts out claiming footballers are portrayed as saints with the highest moral virtue. They're not. This is just rubbish. Now, it's probably fair to say that Lord Sir Marcus Rashford MBE is portrayed as a saint, but then his commitment to feeding the poor is such that Jesus Christ himself probably looks back and wonders if he could have done a bit more for the kids. But nonetheless, footballers are rarely portrayed as saints. Mostly their lives are scrutinised and their mistakes are lapped up and used in the tabloid press to demonise them and to sell papers. So it's factually wrong, but it's also morally wrong, and that's for two main reasons. The first is that he's saying if someone's wealthy and famous, they shouldn't be complaining about receiving racial abuse. Essentially, if you're racist to someone who's rich and famous, then it's okay. It's a bizarre and obviously morally abhorrent position to take. The second is saying that because this one man has been charged with, and let's remember, not convicted of, rape, that all other footballers need to repent for this. I mean, let's push this to its ridiculous extreme. In this fictional world, a number of footballers are convicted of rape. Is the logical response that Marcus Rashford deserves racist abuse, or to be given no solidarity and support when he protests the racist abuse he gets? It's not difficult to see through that argument. And let's go a little further. Why don't we use Fox's own CV? Many failed musicians have been accused of sexual assault. Equally, minor actors and ineffective politicians also have their fair share of bad apples. It's almost like people in positions of power sometimes abuse that power. So why is he not kneeling in support of the Me Too movement if he's so concerned about people repenting for the sins of their colleagues? I mean, as someone who leads a political party and claims to be standing up for
British values,
shouldn't he be leading the way? No. Fundamentally, he's got exactly what he wanted. It's a dance as old as time. Create a minor Twitter storm, get trending, and then reprise your role as a misunderstood, victimized free speech martyr, all while you watch the cash and attention flow in. It's pathetic, but also more important to remember, it's dangerous. Even with the most generous reading of the situation, he's acting to normalise and excuse racism. And I hope he thinks his brief moment of infamy is worth it.